if you were in a war, right, between light and darkness, if you were in any war where you knew there was high stakes, wouldn't you then operate in a more disciplined way? Now, it's kind of a funny approach because a lot of times to operate in high frequency, you want to be in high joy, but you also, even higher than that, is to be an authentic version of yourself. So whatever type of light worker you are, you need to actually tap into what your purpose is, what your heart's passions are, and marry these two things together. And then as you're doing that, you also want to make sure, because we're in this battle of light and darkness, that you're being disciplined in a couple of ways, right? Like when to pray protection, when to, pray for health, when to do certain types of treatments, when to do detox, what's happening within your body. How do you deal with these things so that it happens less, or that you have a higher accelerated ascension process where integration in your DNA and your light body is actually happening at an accelerated rate. And one way you can do that is by getting a team. You don't need a big team. You don't even need to be a rock star on TikTok. You just need a few people that are going the same way as you, that want to come into agreement with the path that you're on. And then you just start working with them. And then you eventually get to the place where you trust them enough. You can pray together. You can go on missions together in the astral, in the physical, you name it. But you need to remember that we're up against the wall in a lot of respects. Even though our energy's good and we're all ascending, in the same breath, we're still in the middle of a war. And when we're going on a tug of war, right before the end is when the enemy or the other side is pulling the hardest because they're desperately trying to hold on. And so as this is all happening and we're hitting the climax or the precipice, just remember to keep in touch with your inner self, follow your intuition, and then also with discernment and discipline, learn when to connect with your people, learn when to go on missions, and then how to integrate that process together so that you can have a good team that actually does good things and doesn't just hope that things get better, but actually have an impact in making them getting better.